Okay, everybody, I am so excited today because I am joined by Elsie Fitcher and Amiah Miller, who star in My Best Friend's Exorcism, which is out tomorrow on Prime Video. How you guys doing today?
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm great.
Yeah, that's great to hear. I'm so excited to talk to you guys. And Elsie, having been in Castle Rock and now Texas Chainsaw, and now with this, you're building up quite the strong horror resume. Are you a big fan of the genre as well, like just watching horror?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like part of that is, the movies that really affected me when I was younger was like watching Signs when I was way too young, and that freaked me out. But also, kind of having fallen into like doing horror films, I feel like it's been sort of my duty to study up a bit.
Yeah, no, and you do a great job in them. So it's exciting to see you doing a lot more horror. Now, Amiah, playing a character who is possessed in this film, is that as fun as it looks, or is it a pretty dark headspace you're in?
Looking back, it was fun. This was one of the most fun movies I've ever done, but definitely in the moment, because I am a perfectionist and I wanted to do a good job and I wanted to be proud of my work, I did kind of tap into a dark headspace. But the scenes with the exorcism and stuff like that, I really released a lot of like pent up like feelings and anger and stuff. So I think it was actually very beneficial that I was in that dark place, but I was indeed.
No, that's cool to hear, and you really do a great job, and you bring those scenes so much more intensity to it, which is great.
Oh,
and
thank you.
No problem. Elsie, you and Amiah also have some great emotional scenes together. So what's the process like for building trust with you and Amiah to pull off these scenes?
I mean, I think we kind of just right off the bat had like, a very sweet bond, and that kind of just only grew stronger throughout filming. And I don't know, I mean, a lot of the emotional scenes we have are not only sort of vulnerable for the characters, but I think just very vulnerable topics in general that would really require the friendship that the two of them have. So that stuff, I mean, I don't know, it felt very real on the day, and that hopefully led to both of our performances.
Yeah, and I love that about this film, that there is those very real moments that people can relate to, and you guys really do it with ease. Now, Amiah, do you toss and turn at night before the day you have to film a big scene like an exorcism? Is that something that you get nervous about, or you embrace it?
I didn't even sleep last night because I had to do this today. So exorcism scenes, that's even worse. No, I don't sleep, and it's so annoying. Anytime I have something to do or something I care about is the next day, I might as well like drink an energy drink. Like
just ridiculous. Keep the train rolling.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I'm sure you probably transfer that into your performance too, which is kind of cool if I'm guessing right. But
yeah, I was so tired that it was easier to cry.
I love that. Now, Elsie, switching gears a bit, I'm super jealous. You posted on Instagram a couple months ago, you got sent gifts from Nintendo. Have you had the chance to play Zelda Breath of the Wild? Is it as good as they say? That's the question I have for you.
Oh, definitely. Breath of the Wild. I think that's like that was one of the first games I got on my Switch. And I really didn't touch it for a long time because I wasn't like a Zelda fan. And then I fell so deeply into it. And that was one of the things I played on set a lot for this. I always had my Switch and I would do like Mario Kart.
I always had her Switch and a notebook to write whatever she was thinking, or to little doodles. She was so cute, and I would just watch her while I was listening to music. She's just like,
I love that. Now, Amiah, at such a young age, being really the poster, face for this huge film and War of the Planet of the Apes, or for the Planet of the Apes, is there something you learned from that experience that you've kind of taken with you with these projects you're doing now?
Oh my gosh, yeah. So much of everything I know now is because of that movie. I worked with some of the most incredible actors, and even like the press tour that I went on from that, like stuff like this, it helps me with that. So many lessons were learned because of that, and so many friendships were made. And it's kind of, I was talking about this the other day because I did that when I was 11, and kind of new to this
Wow.
industry, and it just set the bar for everything else. And yeah, so that movie has such a special place in my heart. I love it.
That's awesome. Yeah, and it's a great movie. And everyone who loves that movie, make sure to check out Amiah and Elsie crush it like they always do in My Best Friend's Exorcism, which is out tomorrow on Prime Video. Thank you guys for joining me today, and I hope to talk to you in the future.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Thank
Likewise.
you.